So today is coffee day,
day,
I thought I'd talk to you a little bit different about coffee, specifically the coffee beans. So a lot of people are worried about caffeine, and they're very surprised when I say to my patients, yeah, it's not about the caffeine, it's about the coffee bean. And they're like, what? Well, in Chinese medicine, remember we've done a story, we look at health slightly differently. So the coffee beans in TCM are a herb that regulates liver qi, which means it stops liver qi stagnation and helps make things go smoothly. No pain, and actually makes things better. But it is a double-edged sword that it can be quite heating. So it can add heat into a body, and it can then change the nature of the pain to more of a burning pain. So in that situation, we'd say, hey, knock it off on the coffee. And we don't recommend more than 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, ever. But if somebody is full of Raynaud's and cold, well, we want to warm them up a bit. There's nothing wrong with recommending a bit of coffee. But at the same time, if somebody's full of excess heat, hot flushes and a woof, yeah, steer clear of coffee. It's too moving and it's going to cause problems. And we also don't recommend it in deficient patients that are a bit anemic, run down, low body, because again, it's going to be too moving. It's going to move your qi so quickly that it isn't able to have time to nourish. And remember, there is green coffee beans, which are cooling, so we would say those for the hot flushers. And then we have the roasted coffee beans, which is warming. And they are what we would recommend for people with low blood circulation, who are quite cold and Raynaud's-y, but as long as they're not too deficient. And remember, all of this is in Chinese medicine, not Western medicine. So it's about finding what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and thinking of coffee not necessarily in terms of its caffeine levels, but maybe start looking at it in terms of its constitutional levels. Is it a warming blend? Is it a cooling blend? Have you got heat symptoms? Have you got cold symptoms? And are you a deficient person, or are you an excess person? Because an excess person, if we stick a load of moving stuff in there, it might not actually help you either. And then we look back at the overall rest of your diet to add it in. So, coffee day, Chinese medicine. Very interesting. Go do some research out there, guys. This has been Thoughts with Points. Take care and enjoy your coffee.